What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about the God of War combat a little bit. Today I saw an interview from IGN talking to the creator of God of War, and he mentioned some weapon changes. He was like, oh, so we'll have two weapons, to switch back and forth and do some mad combos and stuff. And the way Corey answered the question, the creator of God of War, the way he answered the question was pretty generic from my perspective. This is what he said. He was like, oh yeah, man, we can definitely throw the axe and you can switch to the blades, combo up, and then call the axe back, and you're back on the axe, right? And I was like, oh, that's cool, like I've tried that a few times. Like I didn't really implement it into my combat style or whatever, but yeah, it's a pretty cool little concept, or you can just have the fist and stuff. So technically you got three types of weapons. You got the axe, which is pretty heavy, pretty slow. You got the chains, the blades, pretty fast, light on the attack, but you got some heavies in there and some air capabilities. Both have air capabilities on the triangle. If you want to send your enemy up in the air, get him to stop to move around, there you go. You can get the axe runic real high and use the hold square to freeze him up very nicely. Throwing the axe is nice, especially whenever you upgrade it to the follow-up moves. And then you got the triangle, or the heavy. I go classic, so I'm a classic square triangle guy. I like the hold. I like how you just have different variables. Hold square. That move right there is probably going to be more like a group finisher. Hit him up with the chains. Hit him once with the axe. Change up. And then just keep blowing, and they should all disintegrate, just like bam, baller style. The blades are good, especially if you want to keep them, hit them fast and keep them staggered real quick, And the triangles are good too, just to keep them back. I like the aim, I like the throw. For those guys who kind of stand back and they're a little coy about fighting you, especially when they're chilling up here in these caves or whatever. This is a good little move. Follow up with the shield bash is nice. This move I don't use too often. I feel like it takes a lot. Maybe it's a move to start out the whole fight scene with, maybe. I do like starting out a fight scene, kind of throwing the axe at him, running up to him, and giving him a big... it's just stuff like that. But, see, like, individually, the weapons are great. Individually. But whenever you try to implement them together, you get that big pause. And whenever the stakes are high and you got a lot of enemies coming at you and you're dodging here, blocking there, you're trying to freeze these dudes, but you're trying to burn these guys over here. That arm animation just isn't it's not what I want, although it is realistic. One thing that I try to do, and I try to implement in my combat a lot, is if you've ever played the game DMC Devil May Cry, even people that didn't like that game, it was heavily acclaimed for its combat. So for me, that's kind of the style of combat that I like to do. I like to make it look sensational, if you dig. So, but I was just thinking about it. But all right, so mid combo, switch to the axe. It's not that smooth. It's just not that smooth. Even to the axe to the... See, the axe to the fist is nice. It's just real quick. See, but I don't know. See, where I think they messed up is the animation. Is the arm animation. They gotta do something in there where it's quicker. Maybe like mid-swing when he comes back around on that turnaround at the end of the swing. Nope. Right there. He can like do it all in one move, like put his axe up, pull out the blades in one arm sweep. Maybe something like that will be implemented in the next one. Maybe a few more weapons will be implemented in the next one. I do like, though, that in this game they kept it kind of consolidated with combat and story, actually. So, but I do feel, though, that the transition could be better. I do like that. It's just the arm animation. That's the problem with the combat. It's not quick enough. And when I say a problem with the combat, I just mean like, oh, I wish they did that better. I don't mean that the combat is shit by any means. Like, let's go into the square, square, change over to the axe, triangle, triangle. Square, 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 change over to the axe. See, it's just not as combo fluid as I would like, you know? Let's see. Square, 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 change over to the blades, triangle. It's there. It's there. It's just that millisecond of the animation is just not crispy enough for me. So that's why I kind of critique it a little bit more nitpicky, I guess, if I were to get all... But yeah, but there's just no implementation of the axe and the blades. Like maybe it'd be cool, maybe there's wishful thinking if they put maybe like a super meter together where both blades or both weapons kind of come together to make some sort of, like, throw it, grab it back with the chains or something along those lines, you know, something like that. I think that would be really cool. Or some sort of, like, put the blades on top of the axe right there and make some sort of, I know it's a Devil May Cry thing, I'm just referring to Devil May Cry because it's a cool thing, some sort of Sparta transformation weapon of some sort, you know. But maybe they had some ideas that they couldn't throw in due to time constraints or something like that, and maybe we'll see some more complex, more intriguing combat in the next one. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this video. By no means am I a game designer or a game critiquer or anything like that, but these are just some opinions that I had about this game. I do recommend, though, to close this video off, I do recommend to watch some of the gaming documentaries that some of these games have posted out. Highly recommend the Darksiders documentary. I know God of War has quite a bit. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has quite a bit of footage on there on how they make their games and stuff. And I just want to mention that because as I critique and be all opinionated on my high horse in this video, man, props to those guys and to all those game developers out there that actually, you know, they put the work in. And so for me to be like, yeah, this wasn't that good, I feel like is a little negative on my end. So I just wanted to close it off with the positive things. But yeah, I recommend those gaming documentaries. Go check them out, guys. Alright, I'm going to leave you with a little combat footage. Y'all have a good one. Peace.